everybody, Caden here today with another episode of the Wildlife Park series. And today, we are going to do some crocodile exhibits. Now, for those of you wondering, and yes, I did read through the comments, I know the elephant is what got the most votes. But after working for about an hour trying to plan some stuff out, because I've decided I actually need to plan things out for the zoo so it doesn't look too messy, you could say. I think we're going to put the elephant off till next episode, just so I can get a better idea of how I want everything to be set up. But anyway, today, I have some things I want to show off before we get into today's episode. So one of the first things you should notice, since last episode, is this. I've put in a lot more trees since last episode, basically just filling in, the scenery sections of the park. We'll get a bit more scenery in here as time goes on, but for now, this is what I've got so far, and I think it looks pretty good. I put a giant dark oak tree in the center of this area, which I think looks really good. I might replace it with a savanna tree at some point, but for now, this looks pretty decent. And Komodo dragons. Now, you might notice, wait a second, you're missing one. Yes, because I finally figured out somewhat why they might have been escaping. They have a very weird hitbox, which, actually, you can see right there, allows them to somewhat get onto this tree. So I'm going to actually, So that was one way they're getting out, and the other way is I believe their hitbox is actually small enough for them to somehow escape. Oops, for what? That's what I used. I like how this looks. I think we'll take that for this build. But anyway, yeah, so they were able to get, I think, through the gaps here or something, so I basically just blocked off the exhibit. I'm going to redo the back wall at some point, basically just to make it Komodo dragon proof. But from what you guys were telling me, the Komodo dragons are supposed to be a bit more solitary than we had them, so this works a lot better, which is pretty cool. I'm also considering moving them after someone told me I should build a reptile house with Komodo dragons in it, so if we do build a giant reptile house, I might move them out. Anyway, so the second thing I did between episodes was this. You can see I've started laying out pathways. And this is why I decided not to do elephants this episode, purely because I don't know where to put them, because I want to do, someone suggested I do biome-themed areas, and I thought that was really cool, which means I kind of want this whole side to be swamps/jungle, which is why we're doing crocodiles today. I mean, yeah, I know saltwater crocs don't live in the jungles, but I know there's no caimans in this mod. Someone suggested the gharial, which would be really cool if that was in a mod, but the alligators, I think there is actually alligators in the mod, but they don't look very good. But anyway, aside from the point, we're just going to use these kind of like we would use caimans, if they were caimans, I guess, or alligators. So we are going to put them in the jungle-themed area. I might actually, if I can find another really good-looking crocodile, I might actually put them in the savanna area when I get to there. But anyway, today we are going to be working on the crocodiles. Now, you might be like, so what? Why does this exhibit look somewhat weird? I think I'm going to have, actually, if we can grab out some sand real quick, just going to do a quick little build to kind of show you guys what I'm thinking. Now, this is somewhat aligned with the Sarcosuchus area we're kind of designing, as in, I think, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do this in the reverse. So along actually these outer rims here, this is all going to be sand, and then, or like sand and beach, and where the alligators and crocodiles are going to basically hang out. Then over here is going to be a bridge over the exhibit where people can like throw food to the crocodiles and see them lunge for it, which is going to be really cool. I mean, it doesn't work that way in Minecraft, but you guys get the idea. So anyway, we're going to quickly grab out some world edit types stuff, and basically replace air. What? I made the region. Okay, first position here, and then the second position was here. There we go. I'm not sure how many blocks I want to dig it down. Actually, I do have a pretty good idea. Probably 2 blocks. I'll probably dig it 3 in a couple areas, but oh, world edit, you are beautiful. Yeah, I think we'll do 3 about there. Yeah, so there we go. We have the basic idea. I think we're going to start with one side, and then I'm going to probably do a mirror thing to just basically copy paste it onto the opposite side. Anyway, actually, I want to get a specific, there we go, the huge cobblestone tiles. Just get rid of this little strip of land here. I love World Edit. World Edit's by far now one of my favorite mods. Especially for this series, it's very helpful to not have to break everything. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so now we can get rid of all the barrier fences that I was putting there, basically when this was just a walkway. Okay. Yeah, I think... What level do I want the water to be at? That may actually change some stuff at a bit. Because I think I want them at least at all times one layer lower than the visitors, which means we actually want to do something a bit more like... that, and then dig it down again once more about here. How does that look? Bit uneven, but I think that's going to be good because I'm going to not uneven it. I'm going to kind of mess with the dimensions of it myself later. And there we go. And then I can just break all this by hand because small amount of land. Yeah, I think this is going to look pretty good when finished. Yep. I don't have... I'm just going to get the builder's wand out, because that will be somewhat easier to use. Just basically because with World Edit, then I have to get all the custom IDs and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll have it to there, and this will be the end of what I guess you could call the concrete barrier. Actually, let's see. Can we just, is there a replacement command for sand? There probably is. Let's see. Wait, is that? There we go. That's more what I was looking for. Actually, I think there's something where I can do. What is it? It's like. Actually, I'm just gonna do 80. And then gravel 20. I can't remember what it is. I just okay, before this episode, basically, I looked up some commands for World Edit, and I remember seeing that there was a way you could set like certain percents for blocks, and I thought that was really cool. I'm gonna have to figure that command out for next episode, but I think we can manage with this. I mean, it's not too much building. Plus, I don't want to have everything done in World Edit. I want to do some actual building myself at some point. So. Oops. Oh. There we go. And then, yeah, we can just dig this all out by hand. It's not too much time. We're not wasting too much time with that. Actually, I want to look up something real quick. I was gonna see if there were hippos, because now that's something I would like to put. Like, if we could basically just cut this in half and have it be 2 exhibits. Hippos on one side, crocodiles on the other would be really cool to do. I'm kind of disappointed now that that's not actually in any of the mods I've got installed. Speaking of which, for those of you who ask about mod downloads, I don't think I'm gonna do a full list of like all the mods and links to the mods, but I think at some point I'm gonna do a basic list of these are all the mods I've got installed on the series if you want to go and download them for yourself. Because I have a decent few in here, and I don't honestly want to go. The main reason I'm not gonna put links to all of them in here is just basically because I don't want to have to go through and find the links to every single mod in here, because it's a fair few amount of mods, but well, not the most mods, because I wanted the game to actually run decently. Unlike Tekkit. Tekkit. When I tried running that on my computer, like, Good grief, the amount of mods just made my game lag, even though I hadn't really put anything in the world, which annoyed me a fair bit, but eh. There we go. I'm just realizing now I'm gonna have to replicate this entire thing for tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'm gonna be replicating this like exact build for the Sarcos. Well, am I gonna do Sarcos next episode? Well, not in this series, in my Dino series. I have no idea. I could do Sarcos like this. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do like this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, I can just go like. That's nice. Turn everything to sand. Actually, I was gonna say I might just mirror this from one side to the other, but I think I may actually custom build each side. Because then, since this side I think is gonna be mostly underwater, I think it might be nicer to just have, what is it? Oh yeah, the other side you have a bit more land to it, even though I know crocodiles spend a fair bit more time in the water than they do on the land. Or at least from my experience, I've always seen the crocodiles most likely to be in the water more likely to be in the water than the land. And we'll use this water, regular Minecraft water, because why not? Creative mode water placing. So much easier. So much easier. Anyone who saw the live stream over the weekend knows frustrations with water and survival mode. There we go. Yeah, I think we're gonna do we want to do one more layer? Let's see, how will this look from the pathway? I think we do need one more layer. Yeah, and then I'm gonna build an actual fence, so this makes a bit more sense. Okay, actually, let's get the... Ooh, what did I want to use? I think I was gonna use this sandy dirt. Yeah, I liked how this looked. I felt it really fit with the whole kind of theme I was going for. So we'll have this kind of be the background layer for the build. Let's see. Does that look good? That's actually gone a bit too far out, I think, because then the sand won't have. I want to put this to put the sand in the gravel. Let's see. Yeah, there's too much of this dirt. I'm gonna put gravel down here basically just to kind of outline where the beach would be, and then I could fill it in with everything else that needs to get put in. Does that look good? There we go. I think that looks decent, and then we can fill it in with the rest of the water. Like this. Oh, this is the right water. Yeah, this is just regular water. I wonder. So does it work the same way as the Tropicraft water has been? So wherein when I put this down, it's gonna have actual waterfalls. I should install this on dinos. Oh, wait, I want to see. Yeah, it does. Yeah, like I love how that. I like that. Actually don't. I want to turn my sounds down just a bit. Don't eat them up too loud. And then we want to bring in some cobblestone. We need that cobble, so that way it'll look a bit more jungle-like, which is what we're kind of going for here. The whole jungle theme build area type shebang thingamabobber. So there we go. And then we can just put some sandy dirt, and where did I put the gravel? Gravel can go in between as well. And I need it to be nighttime. Not nighttime. Daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Where is that from? Honestly, I'm assuming most of you guys know where that's from and then are going to like scream at me for not knowing. Of course, though, then there are some of you who realize I'm assuming it's from a TV show. If I had to guess, it's probably like SpongeBob or something, but I never watched that. Mainly because, I don't know, I don't think I was really ever into like what you would call like Saturday morning cartoons as much when I was younger. At least not that I really remember. I remember like watching dinosaur documentaries or Planet Earth. Oh, I need to rewatch Planet Earth. That is such a good documentary. I haven't watched it in a while and I really want to rewatch it again because, well, like I just said, it's really good. I need to raise this up a bit. I might actually just, let's see, go from here and then just go here, / replace air, / replace air. There we go. Because yeah, it's got to actually have the water in there already. And I want to get some, I think I was actually just going to can we use the jungle planks here? No, we got to use oak plank. Oak. There we go. Get some oak planks going. And then we can run them along like this. Don't actually know. I don't think I want it to run all the way to the brick wall, because the brick wall I kind of want to just be, you know, like a barrier type thing. So yeah, like this. I think this will look pretty good for when people go in and see the crocodiles in their natural habitat. Actually, you know what? I should get some dirt. Wait, what's this? Barren dirt? Does that mean grass will not grow on this? I honestly want to know that. Yeah, well, let's just throw a bit of dirt in here. Mix up the whole thing a bit more. Because, you know, we could always use some more color variation. What was that? What was I gonna see? Yeah, I think I want to put some dirt along here, just so that way we get these little reeds, which are from the Better Foliage mod, because that looks actually really cool. But yeah, let's see. Let's get some water going along here. And there we go. Minecraft will auto-complete your water for, oh. Minecraft, you're supposed to auto-complete the water. You're failing me, Minecraft, you're failing me. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. That's good. Let's see, how does this look? I mean, I'm gonna put an actual railing here, but I think that looks decent. Real sapling, please don't be an atrocious tree. That works. This tree works. Yes. Yes, finally something in this episode is working. And that actually looks really cool going over the zoo fence. I don't think we can put too many in here. Like, I mean, oh no, that's gonna get blocked. Okay, actually I need to build the rest of the barrier fence, which keeps these crocodiles from getting out of the zoo, or out of their cage and into the zoo where all the visitors are, because last time I checked, unfortunately, people really just don't like the idea of getting mauled by a croc. I'm not sure what it is. Personally, who wouldn't want to, I can't honestly understand why anyone wouldn't want to get murdered by a crocodile, but I guess people aren't into it. Still confusing me, but you know what? That's their choice, I guess. I don't know. Do you support people getting mauled by crocodiles? Call now to fund the Getting Mauled by a Crocodile hotline. What would that be? The crocodile mauling hotline. Well, someone probably think it says the crocodile mailing hotline. And well, what would that even be? What would you do? Mail crocodiles to people? Mail a crocodile to a zoo? There are a lot of things that people could do with. Well, like, I honestly think people, in real life, people would try and do something like that. I'm not sure why, but it would be like some sort of hillbilly or something, and they'd have caught an alligator down in Florida, and they'd, for some idiotic reason, try and mail it to someone, and then that person just suddenly wakes up one day and there's like a freaking crocodile at their door. I'm actually kind of laughing now at the thought of that. That could be really funny. I don't want to go overboard with the river king, but it looks good. In small clusters like that. Okay, I think I can do one more willow tree. Yeah, I like how these trees... Can these go in the water? No. There was a tree, though, I remember. Oh, mangrove trees. That's what they were. Mangrove trees. I remember these. Oh, they require... They still require... okay, we're going to do a test mangrove. Testing the mangrove. It needs a lot. It actually needs land. Okay, that's mildly disappointing, but you know what? It's livable. Okay, got an open spot here. Yeah, I like this tree. I think this tree will work. We'll need to get a bit more grass area going along. But yeah, trees like these willow trees and the mangrove trees, I think they're really, yeah, I think they really make it look a bit more interesting. Ooh, and then actually, we'll just grab jungle leaves. I mean, this is meant to be the jungle, so why not get the jungle leaves? And set that to day, and go along with the brick at the bottom, because there's meant to be bricks here. Oh, what was it? Why weren't... Okay, yeah, because the reason there are bricks over here, because I was trying to figure out how to do it with World Edit, and for some reason it didn't work with World Edit. How does that look? Not great. Okay, let's just build out a little area here for another willow tree then. And, oh yeah. You see, I think, yeah, we just need a couple more trees back here, and then it'll basically just make the area look about 10 bajillion times nicer. And I'll actually fix the water problem. So let's just get, there we go. I think, yeah, this looks really good in my opinion. Like, really ridiculously good. Well, not ridiculously good, but really good for what it is. Yeah, and then we just basically finish up that wall back there and throw in a bit of, and the coarse dirt worked the way I was hoping it would, which means I'm gonna put it in a few more areas, I think, because I like the idea of not everything being grass. Oh! The moss ball did that. Oh, that's kind of cool. I might have to throw some more moss down. Because the moss, oh, that is cool. But yeah, let's see, how does this look? That looks, I think, pretty good. It's not just that I'm kind of tired of building this. Now I want to put some crocodiles in, but I think we should put some crocodiles in. And in the true spirit of crocodile exhibits everywhere, We are going to put like 80 crocodiles in here. And we might need to put some on the land. These really aren't as big as I was hoping they would be. Like, I'm used to the like dinosaur mod Sarcos, which are huge, like absolutely massive crocodiles. These guys seem rather like wimpy compared to those. But yeah, let's see. This actually really doesn't. Yeah, now that is cool. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think this is a decent looking exhibit. Well, we're gonna quickly, let's see how does this one. This one actually even, I mean, this one doesn't even have shadows, but it makes it look pretty decent. Anyway, I think we're gonna end today's episode here. It's been a really, really long video. I'm going to cut out like a lot of this because it was just me being quiet while I built this exhibit. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Sorry we didn't do elephants today. I mean, the reason was there really just wasn't an area planned out. They're gonna probably go somewhere. I'm just actually just pointed at my screen. They're gonna go somewhere over there because I want this to be the jungle. I mean, we could put the Asian elephants could go in here, I guess, because Asian elephants live in the jungle. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, guys, see ya.